So, today's chapter is actually day 10 magic dust everyone. Just see this picture sparkling magic dust above everyone. Okay. No duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks. Saint Ambrose, theologian and Catholic bishop. Ancient spiritual teachings say that what we give to another person with a full heart returns to us hundredfold. So, being grateful and saying thank you to another person for anything you receive from them is not only urgent, it is vital to improve your life. Gratitude is a powerful energy, and so whatever you direct gratitude's energy towards, the that's where it goes. If you think of gratitude's energy looking like sparkling magic dust, then when you express gratitude to another person in return for something you have received from them, you are literally sprinkling them with the magic dust. The powerful positive energy in magic dust reaches and affects whatever you sprinkle it on. Most of us make contact with many people every day, whether on the phone, through email, or face to face at work, in stores, restaurants, elevators, buses, and trains. And in many cases, the people we make contact with deserve our greatness because we are receiving something from them. Think about the people who encounter on typical day who provide you the same with some kind of service, like those working in stores or restaurants, bus or cab drivers, on customer service people, cleaners, or the staff at your work. The people who work in service are giving themselves to serve you, and you are receiving their service. If you don't say thank you in return for their service, then you are not being grateful and you are stopping the good from coming into your life. Think about the maintenance workers who keep our transport system working safely and those who maintain the service of utilities such as electricity, gas, water, and roads. Think about the cleaners of the world who clean our streets, public bathrooms, trains, buses, airplanes, hospitals, restaurants, supermarkets, and office buildings. You can't personally say thank you to all of them, but you can sprinkle them with magic dust by saying thank you. Next time you pass one of them. And you can be grateful next time you sit at your clean desk or walk on the clean sidewalk or across the polished floor. When you are at a cafe or a restaurant, sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you to each person as they serve you. Whether cleaning the table, giving you the menu, receiving your order, filling your glass with water, say serving the meal you ordered, cleaning the table, giving you the meal, or giving your change. Remember to say thank you each single time. If you are in the store or supermarket, check out spring check out sprinkle magic dust and say thank you to the person who serves you or pack your groceries. If you are traveling by plane, sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you to check-in people, the people in security, the person who checks your ticket as you board, and the cabin crew who greets you as you enter the plane. During the flight, say thank you to the cabin crew every time they perform a service for you. Serving drinks and foods or removing your plate or trash in service. Air, The airline, thank you for flying with them. The captain, thank you, and the crew, thank you. So do the same and thank them as you leave the plane. And each time you take off and land at your destination, say thank you, because the fact that you can fly in an the fact that you can fly is an absolute miracle. Be grateful to those people who assist you in your work, whether they are clerical staff, receptionist, canteen staff, cleaners, customer service people, or any of your work colleagues. Magic does to them all with a thank you. All of them are doing you a service, and they deserve your continued gratitude in return. Some store assistants, waiters, and waitresses work very hard to serve people. They have chosen a job to serve other people, and serving the public means encouraging all kinds of people is varying mood in varying moods, including those who are ungrateful. Next time you are being served by another person, remember that the person who is serving you is a precious daughter or son to parents, and irreplaceable brother or sister to siblings, a mother or father to a family and children, and a loved and adorable partner or friend, and they deserve your kindness and patience. At times, you may encounter a person in service who behaves rudely towards you or doesn't give you the attention you think you deserve. It may be more it may be more challenging to be grateful in those situations, but your gratitude cannot be dependent on another person's behavior. Choose to be grateful no matter what. Choose magic in your life no matter what. It might help you to remember that you don't know what difficulty someone might be going through at the time you connect with them or her. They may be feeling unwell. They may have just lost a loved one. Their marriage might have just ended, or they may be in desperation and at a tipping point in their life. Your gratitude and kindness might be the most magical thing that happens at them that day. So be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. If you thank someone on the phone or for his or her help, don't throw away your thank you. Instead, give the reason why you are grateful for. For example, thank you for your help. Thank you for going out of your way for me. Thank you for giving me so much of your time. Thank you for resolving the situation for me. I am so grateful to you. You will be amazed at the response from the other person when you do one simple thing, because they will feel your sincerity. When you say thank you to someone in person, look at his or her face. They will not feel your gratitude or receive your magic does unless you look directly at them. You have wasted an opportunity to help that person and to change your own life if you say thank you to the air, or say thank you as you are looking down, or thank you while you are on your phone call, because you are not really sincere what you do that when you do that. A couple of years ago, I was, author is narrating her story here. A couple of years ago, I was in a store buying a gift for my sister. The store assistant who served me listened to what I was looking for, and then went on a search for a perfect gift as though it was for her sister. As the store assistant handed me the bag contained the perfect, beautiful wrapped gift, I received a call on my cell phone. I was finishing the call when I reached the front entrance of the store, and suddenly an unsettled feeling swept over me. I immediately returned to the store assistant who had helped me, and I not only thanked her, but I told her all the reasons why I am grateful to her and how much I appreciated everything she did for me. I showered her with gratitude's magic dust. Her eyes filled with the tears, and the biggest smile you have ever seen swept across her face. So she's telling about her experience. So good, right? So at times we also sometimes we will mechanically we will tell thank you, right? Pay gratitude without noticing or without looking at their face up. So she's asking to express the thank you with complete fullness from our heart or to complete feelings. So this really inspiring because she's telling that she felt, okay, when she received a call, she just really forgotten that, okay, and then when she reached the entrance, she felt something odd. It's some unsettled feeling swept over me. That is what she is explaining. Because this energy transmittal is there. No, we are receiving other people's thoughts. Okay, if they are thinking something, means um, if they are not feeling well about us, we immediately we will receive it. Okay, we will feel bad something. Okay, so just be mindful that when we are expressing the gratitude because it is contagious, the energy is contagious. Okay, so every action or every action always has an equal reaction. If you really mean it when you are saying thank you, the other person will feel it, and you will not only make have made another person feel really good, but your gratitude will fill you with a indescribable happiness. The day I walked out of the store, indescribably happy. That day I walked out of the store, indescribably happy. I don't use magic dust only for the people who serve. I use magic dust. So she's telling us that it can be magic dust of the gratitude can be used where we can use that. So I don't use magic dust only for the people who serve. I use gratitude's magic dust in all kinds of situations. When I say goodbye to my daughter because she drives to her home, I feel gratitude for her having arrived home safely, and I have my fingers in the air and imagine sprinkling magic dust over her and her car. Sometimes I sprinkle magic dust on my computer before I begin a new project, or sprinkle magic dust ahead of me before I walk into the store to look for something in particular that I need. My daughter uses magic dust when she's driving, and if she sees another driver who seems to be stressed and is speeding, she sprinkles magic dust over them to help them to feel better and keep them safe. Today, take gratitude's magic dust with you for the people who work in service. So what is the practice? What is tomorrow's practice? She's telling. Today, take gratitude's magic dust with you. Means it's an invisible dust. Just visualize that an invisible dust of that golden dust, sprinkling golden, means sparkling golden dust when you say the gratitude, okay, over the person. Today, the gratitude's magic dust with you, sorry, today, take gratitude's magic dust with you for the people who work in service, and look for every opportunity you can to sprinkle magic dust on everyone by saying thank you. Thank at least 10 people who perform different services you benefit from today. It doesn't matter if you didn't get the opportunity to do it in person. You can mentally acknowledge the people whose service you benefit from. the magic dust will still reach them. As an example, mentally you can say yourself, I am really grateful to the cleaners who work through the early hours of the morning, making sure that the streets are cleaned of trash every day. I have never really thought about how grateful I am for this for that service, which is done like clockwork every day. Thank you. Make sure you keep count of the people in service you are grateful for, so that you know when you have thanked 10 different people for their service and sprinkled magic dust on them. If you imagine that sprinkling magic dust falling over people when you thank them, you have a picture of what really happens in the invisible with the power of gratitude. With the picture in your mind, it will help you to believe and know that the magic dust of gratitude really does reach people, and that it will be available to help them to improve their life. And every time you sprinkle magic dust over another person, it also returns to you in your own life. If you are at home today, then sit down with a pen and journal or on your computer and go back in your mind, recalling the instances where people in service went out of their way for you. If it may have been someone on the phone, or it may have been a trade person who was determined to resolve a problem for you. Maybe you have received another service from your mail person, the trash collectors or recycling companies, or local store assistants. Make a written list of 10 instances where people in service helped you and send magic dust by saying thank you to every one of them. So this is the practice for today. So let us see what is the practice for tomorrow, what we have to do based on this chapter. Count your blessing, that is the first practice that we are doing daily. Then second practice is that today, sprinkle magic dust on 10 people who perform services you benefit from by thanking them directly or otherwise by mentally acknowledging and thanking them. Feel grateful to them for the service they perform. So identify 10 services you got from different people and thank them. If you are unable to thank them in person, then you thank them, mentally thank them. Okay. Also, feel grateful to for the services they provided to you. Okay, this is the practice. Then, third practice is just before you go to sleep, hold your magic rock in one hand and say that magic rock practice. Okay. Then tomorrow's practice you have to read. Anyways, we are tomorrow's practice we are doing today. So day after tomorrow's practice we are 11 day 11 we are doing tomorrow. So we need not read it today. So this is the chapter. So let us see that what exactly Rhonda Byrne wanted to communicate based on this chapter. So magic dust everyone. No duty is more urgent than returning thanks. So gratitude is not just politeness. So earlier we used to say gratitude automatically, naturally we used to say, but without any feelings. Okay, as a practice we used to follow. Okay. So gratitude is not just politeness. It is a powerful energy that multiplies whatever it touches. So every time you sincerely thank someone, you are sprinkling the magic dust on them, the positive energy that uplifts them, and in return, your positive energy also get multiplied. So why this thanking people matters in our life? So ancient teachings say that when you give with a full heart, it returns hundredfold. Okay. And gratitude directed towards others flow like a sparkling energy that affects both of you. Okay. And many people serve us daily. So what she is explaining in this book is that we are getting services from different people daily, directly or indirectly, and they deserve appreciation. So sometimes we used to forget that means say paying thanks. We don't remember that indirectly whatever services we are getting. Even directly we are getting services also taken for granted, right? We used to ignore it. So what she is suggesting is that many people serve us daily, directly or indirectly. So everyone, each and everyone deserve our appreciation. So when we don't express gratitude, we are blocking good from flowing back into our life. It is an obstruction. We are keeping an obstruction in our life itself. Okay. So who all deserve our gratitude? Almost every day we receive services from storekeepers, waiters, cleaners, receptionists, car or bus drivers, maintenance workers who normally keep the road clean or maintained, electricity, water, and utility workers, etc. And office colleagues and support staffs, airline staff when we travel through flight, airline staffs, check-in, cabin crew, security, and public service workers like street cleaners, garbage collectors, mail carriers, everyone. Even if you don't think everyone personally, your intention and mental gratitude will reach them. This is what she's explaining here. And how to sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you to every time someone serves you. At restaurants, thank for the menu, thank for the water, thank for the food, thank for cleaning up, thank for the bill. Yesterday's practice. In stores, thank for the cashier, thank for the packers, thank for the helpers. While traveling, thank for the check-in staff, thank for the security, thank for the cabin crew, and even mentally thank for the safe takeoff and landing. Be sincere while saying the thank you. This is what she's explaining clearly. Look into their eyes, not automatically. Look into their eyes. Put your phone away. Express the reason why you are grateful for. For example, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to help me. I really appreciate it. You please yourself feel that and mean it. Remember the humility behind every worker or humanity behind every worker. Each person is someone's child, parent, siblings, and loved ones, isn't it? They may be facing struggles which we cannot see. A small practice of gratitude, it helps you stay kind even when someone is rude or inattentive. This is what she is explaining in the book. So what is the power of this gratitude? This gratitude, what we express to other people, lift the people emotionally. They will feel very good. They will feel valued. And it creates an equal positive reaction in our own life also. We feel happier. After expressing the gratitude, we feel happier, lighter, and more connected. We never know how much our kindness can mean to someone having a difficult day. And How we can use this magic dust in everyday life? We can sprinkle gratitude's energy, not only for the people, but also for on our loved ones, wishing them safety and peace when they are going somewhere, on objects like our car or our computer before using them. And ahead, we can also use gratitude ahead of us when we walk into any situation prior to that. Say thank you for the excellent outcome of that where you need any support. By doing this, gratitude prepares the way for a good experience. By paying gratitude ahead of us, it prepares the way for a good experience. So, what is tomorrow's practice is that think at least 10 people, 10 different people who gave you, who provides you service. If you can't thank in person, thank them mentally. The energy still reaches them. For example, thank you. Thank you to the cleaners who keep our city clean. Thank you to the person who packed my groceries. Thank you to the security guard who keeps this place safe. Like that. Also, reflection exercise. You can also sit with your journal and recall someone who served you, helped you, or went out of their way for you. Write down what they did and mentally send them gratitude. If at all you are unable to say thank you personally. Feel the magic dust leaving you and blessing each one. So, the essence of this chapter is gratitude towards others. It is a life-changing daily practice. Saying gratitude, saying thank you, sincerely multiplies positivity. Gratitude lifts others, uplifts you, and attracts more good things into our life. Magic happens when gratitude is given with awareness and faith. This is really important, okay? Please note that magic. Magic means just a shift in your life. Magic happens when gratitude is given with awareness and feeling. Okay. So, this is the chapter. This is a long chapter, right? So, why thanking others creates magic in our life? We can see in terms of the science and spirituality what it tells about this one. So, what science tells is that when gratitude changes the energy, means science calls it as a chemistry. Okay, because when we sincerely thank someone, our brain releases the feel good hormones that dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. These chemicals shifts our mood and influence our behavior and body language. So, how spirituality sees this? According to spirituality, in spiritual terms, our inner state is our vibration. When we feel gratitude, we are raising our vibration. A higher vibration attracts more positive experience into our life. So, science says this as a chemical shift, chemical or hormone shift. But spirituality says it as a energy shift. Both describes the same transformation only. And science says that our brain contains the mirror neurons. Mirror neurons in the sense which causes others to feel what we feel. So when we thank someone warmly, their brain mirrors your warmth. Okay, they will feel it. They will get that. feelings, that emotion. But what spirituality says for this is that our energy influence others because we are all connected at energy level. And our gratitude radiates outwards like magic dust, uplifting whoever receives it. Science calls this as a mirroring, and spirituality calls this as the energy exchange. So both explain why gratitude makes others lighter. Another term is that science says that when we feel gratitude, our heart rhythm becomes coherent and our brain receives the harmonious signal. Our whole body enters into a state of clarity and balance. So, this is termed as heart coherence, heart brain coherence. Okay. But spirituality says it in a different way. A coherent heart is a heart is a open heart. Heart in the sense here that heart center is being mentioned. Okay, it emits a stronger or clearer energy field that influences the environment and the people around us. So science calls it as a heart-brain coherence, and spirituality calls it as a heart energy or alignment, inner alignment. Okay. Next is that science, that is quantum physics. Yesterday or day before, we were discussing about that. Observer effect. It mirrors the spiritual teachings about intention. The observer effect means the observer affects the observed. Your attention changes how things unfold. So, in spirituality, if you see this in spirituality, our intention shapes our reality. So, where attention goes, energy flows. So, when you direct gratitude towards a person, even mentally, you shift the energy between both of you. And next is the gratitude returns multifold. Science called this as a feedback loop, but spirituality called this as a divine law or karma. So, gratitude makes people treat you better, cooperate more, and respond with kindness. So, this creates a loop where positive actions returns to you. Science called this as a feedback loop. However, when you give, according to spirituality, when you give, returns multiplied. Whatever you give, it returns multifold. Gratitude attracts more to be grateful for. So this is it.